$15,000 to win round 5 of the Wild West Shootout here at the Desert.
And we're underway. Garrett Alberson, he'll jump to the lead through 1 and 2. Davenport goes to the cushion down the back straightaway. And down the back straightaway, right in the middle of the racetrack, Alberson's got a good run off into 3 and 4. Hudson O'Neal thinking about a slider. No, he'll leave a lane to Davenport. Lap 1 to Alberson. 1 on the board, 39 to go.
One small note, guys, at the start of that race, Brandon Shepard slipped up down in turns 1 and 2. He got into, maybe even got into the outside wall. He lost wholesale positions and has dropped almost all the way to the back of the field.
Meanwhile, on the top of the racetrack, it is Bobby Pierce. He goes to work on the cushion. He's up to 4th, goes to work on Hudson O'Neal. It feels like those two have been racing together all weekend right there for position. That's for position 3 as Huddy tries to find a way around Davenport. Alberson right now, Billy. The line you see out of Alberson, how do you think it's going to progress here in the next 5 to 10 laps? He's comfortable in the middle, but where will he have to go?
I think he'll end up going up high, I think, on 3 and 4 possibly, but he's got everything. He's doing what he needs to do right now, just kind of going in the middle right there, and the car cuts down so good for him. Then he's washing up here, catching that little bit of goodie there on the exit.
And we're watching Pierce and Hudson race together there. Have you had one of those weeks where it feels like every night you're racing with the same guy over and over?
Yeah, it's funny how that happens a lot of times.
Well, those two drivers are several car lengths now as they battle for 3rd back behind your 2nd place car, Jonathan Davenport, and your race leader, Garrett Alberson, as Davenport tries to close in on him. You got that tremendous battle for 3rd going on between Hudson O'Neal and the 32 of Bobby Pierce and the 74X of Ethan Dodson enters the chat.
Well, JD, he's a smart racer for sure. He knows he's got a lot of laps left, and I think he was gaining on him there a little bit ago, but I think he just kind of pulled the reins back a little bit to have some tires at the end.
Yeah, good battle there as Bobby Pierce and Hudson O'Neal continue to be joined at the hip, racing side by side for that 3rd spot. This is a 2.5 seconds behind your 2nd place car, Jonathan Davenport. Pierce has had that 3rd spot the last several times by guys, but Hudson O'Neal reclaims a 3rd position here on lap 16.
How desperate do you think Alberson's crew is to want to give him a sign that he's 2.5 seconds out in front?
Well,
I mean,
I'm sure they got a good team there. I'm sure his man's giving him signals.
Meanwhile,
and he's walking away now some. So
3.3 seconds is the advantage for Garrett Alberson, and that 58 car. Is this one of those nights, Billy, where just it's a combination maybe for the 58 of a lot of things just all finally falling into place?
I think so. Yeah, that's a good team. He's a good driver. I tell you, Garrett he thinks what he needs to do to that car all night long. You know, he's one of the guys that I've learned about him that he's very meticulous on what he does for his car setup and works real hard on it.
Do you think Davenport, and we're starting to wonder if the leader's still on the racetrack? Because, I mean, he is more than a straightaway from him. And now Alberson, this is where Alberson's got to be careful. Look at that traffic he's in. Oh, man, caution to the wind. And Alberson's mind, and hey, rightfully so, when you got Davenport, Huddy, and Pierce out there, you got to go. His lead is 5 seconds with 5 laps to go. DJ this time off of 4 laps remaining.
Yeah, and only 12 cars on the lead lap, guys. That is the torrid pace that Garrett Alberson is setting at the front of this field. Oh, man, as Hudson O'Neal and Bobby Pierce threading the needle back there in 3rd and 4th again, as they're now about a second behind your 4th place or your 2nd place car of Jonathan Davenport. Guys, Davenport's closing the gap in the closing stages. Yeah, he's still 4.5 seconds back.
Yeah, he took a half second off that last lap, but it's still 4.5 seconds. And if you're Garrett Alberson, man, what a big win this could be here tonight. Off of turn 4 of his time by, he's going to see 2 sticks in the air, the lead back to 5.1 seconds. What a masterful display so far for the 58.
Don't look now, that 6 is coming.
Imagine that, the six car rolling here.
He's not going to catch the leader, but he might have some for 2nd.
Wow, so you see your hard chargers, Jake Tim up 6 spots. Your Rio Grande Lake Services hard charger, DJ Hochatown. One to go. Alberson over the cushion. He'll get it back under him. Last call. Close call. One more time around the speedway for Garrett Alberson.
Oh, man. You talk about your heart skipping a beat. I'm sure it did right there as he heads down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. He'll be a $15,000 winner tonight in the desert. It's Garrett Alberson getting the win.
Up into the 2nd spot, Hudson O'Neal taken away from Davenport, coming to the checkers. Huddy 2nd, Davenport 3rd, Bobby Pierce 4th, Drake Troutman 5th.